Struggling to choose between power and efficiency? Stuck in the electric versus gas debate? Toyota's CEO might have just solved your problem. He just dropped a game changer under the hood, and it's not what you expect. This engine is obliterating the competition with raw power and mind-blowing simplicity. But can something this easy to understand be the future of automobiles? Let's explore the claims and reveal the truth behind this potential industry killer. Be sure to hang in there to see if the underdog can reclaim its crown, and don't miss hitting that subscribe button first. So we've got something seriously game-changing hitting the automotive scene. Toyota's new engine is a whole new breed of powerhouse making waves and turning heads. Meet the in-engine straight out of Granada, Spain. So, what makes this engine unique? Well, let me break it down for you. It's like the Swiss Army knife of engines, blending the best bits from different types to create something truly extraordinary. We're talking turbocharged two-stroke vibes packed into a sleek single-stroke package. And simplicity is the name of the game here. None of that complicated mumbo-jumbo. Even a toddler could wrap their head around how this thing works. But don't let its straightforward nature fool you. This engine packs some serious heat. This engine is punching way above its weight class with a mind-blowing 120 horsepower squeezed out of just 500 cubic centimeters. And the best thing about this is that it is as light as a feather, tipping the scales at a mere 35 kilograms. But it's not just all talk and no action. This powerhouse has already strutted its stuff in the real world, undergoing some serious testing in a Mazda MX-5. This ain't some pie-in-the-sky concept. It's the real deal, ready to hit the streets and show the world what it's made of. Now I know what you're thinking. Can this thing handle the daily grind? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? But before I answer that, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you are enjoying watching it. Sure, this engine might kick things up a notch when you rev it up to those high RPMs, but let's talk about its everyday performance, shall we? Don't get me wrong, I'm all about pushing the envelope and embracing innovation in automotive tech. But let's take a step back for a moment and really dive into the details. Don't get me wrong, this engine has some pretty neat features and potential, but let's keep it real. There's still some testing and proving to be done before we can slap on the crown and call it the king of the road. So we rolled up our sleeves, dug into the plans, and you know what? The in-engine didn't disappoint. 8 pistons lined up in an oppositional stance, riding on rollers along a funky, wavy component instead of your typical cylinder head and crankshaft setup. When that magic moment of combustion hits, it's like a symphony of power, setting off a chain reaction that unleashes torque like nobody's business. With its sleek design, this engine opens up a whole new world of possibilities. We're talking about the ultimate four-wheel drive machine, tackling every terrain like a boss, all thanks to the genius behind its design. There is no cylinder head, no cams, no valves, just pure, unadulterated power and simplicity. But there's a whole lot more to unpack with this revolutionary technology. When it comes to the in-engine setup, it's all about that opposed piston design. And trust me, we're only getting started. In a typical engine setup, the combustion chamber just chills out on top of the piston, not really doing much else. But with this engine, pistons are on both sides of the chamber, making sure every ounce of energy gets put to good use. Now you're probably wondering, how does this engine even breathe without those trusty valves? Intake and exhaust ports work with the pistons to ensure that air flows smoothly in and out. Throw in a fuel injector and a spark plug, and combustion gets hotter. And by opening both the intake and exhaust valves simultaneously, it creates this mini vacuum that sucks in fresh air. It's like hitting the reset button with every cycle, gearing up for peak performance every time. Imagine having a direct injection two-stroke engine without all the headaches typically associated with a two-stroke setup. That's what makes this engine truly stand out. And let's talk perks. Say goodbye to those oil-burning headaches. They've cracked the code to keep that oil separate from the combustion chamber, and let me tell you, that's seriously impressive stuff. We will enter a future where even the most experienced mechanics can handle repairs without breaking a sweat. But wait, it can also tweak its compression ratio on the fly, and it's as easy as turning a knob. With these wavy components doing their thing, you can dial in the perfect compression for any situation. Whether you're craving high RPMs with low compression for an extra kick, or low RPMs with high compression for maximum efficiency, this engine has got you covered. And thanks to that opposed piston setup, you've got primary and secondary balance smoother than a freshly paved road. It's like having the best of both worlds, all wrapped up in one sleek mechanical package. So get ready, because when this engine hits the streets, everything is about to change. And mark my words, its applications won't just be limited to cars. We're talking about a game changer for engines across the board. What came first to your mind after learning about this new Toyota engine? Consider sharing with us in the comment section below and subscribe to our channel